everybody's doing well. Um, Last night the Lord was just a talking and a talking and a talking. Oh my goodness. The first dream that I had was where this woman was in court and they were talking about the medications that she needed to be taken. But she was arguing with them about, like, that they're saying that she needs to take this medication and this medication and this medication. And she was like, I didn't even know I had those problems. And I was sitting like in the courtroom, in the audience, if you will, of the courtroom. And it's like I was watching, and this woman was supposedly getting in trouble from the judge because she hadn't been taking her medicines. But nowadays, when they have doctors that will go through and that they pay to change your medical records and to add that you have mental illnesses that you don't actually have, yeah, then you don't need medicine. Yeah, they claimed at Phoenix Inpatient that that I had. Now, when I went into the doctor and seen the doctor, they told me that I had anxiety and depression. I'd already been to the emergency room, and the emergency room physician there said the same thing when I did a psychological evaluation that my family requested I have. Anyway, and then when I went to the Phoenix Center, because they were using my son as a weapon against me, telling me that I would never see my son again unless I went in and signed myself in. And that same day that I was going to go sign myself in, I was waiting at the post office in Shelby, North Carolina. And my sister, Kara Hunter, was supposed to bring my son to come see me. And about 15, 20 minutes after I was supposed to have met with her, I seen her drive by in her vehicle, which is a white Kicks SUV, Nissan Kicks. And then my brother, who drove by in a black Silverado double cab truck, nice truck, Jason Vest is his name. They went down and IVC'd me. So yeah, instead of being met with my son to see my son, they kept him from me. They kept him from me actually from 13 days because I don't know why they did it, but they tried to think that they had a reason to, because they kept saying that I was this and I was that, which obviously I was not. I obviously am not. When I went in to have the psychological evaluation and they went to evaluate me for the involuntary commitment order that was issued from a judge there in Shelby, North Carolina, imagine that, a dirty judge, another one. Yeah, so the doctors said that I didn't need to hold up my involuntary commitment. They weren't going to hold it up, that I could leave if I wanted to. But that if I left, that I'd never see my kid again, that my family would hold it against me. So Amber stayed, of course, because, what is a mother willing to do for her child? And they were keeping him from me, using him as a weapon, and they did this for a very, 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 very long time. They did the same thing in court as well. Then when I got out of the Phoenix Center, it was on a Monday. I don't remember the exact date. I could look it up. It was in 2023, I believe. It might have been 2022. I don't know. They've done so much, it's hard to keep track. So then I got out and I went to the Cleveland County Rescue Mission there in Shelby, North Carolina. And when I went there, I was on my way to get, I was on my way with another woman from the shelter, and we went to the DMV. And as we were leaving the DMV, we were going and putting in applications at places and so forth and so on, and checking on applications. And we had gotten off the bus at the hospital there in Shelby, North Carolina. And as I had gotten off the bus, I had been served papers, and I had an email saying that my sister Victoria Kenzie had filed for custody of my son. So, yeah, until I went to court and the judge realized that they had been holding my son against me for absolutely no reason, the judge started to give me weekly visitations with him that my sister had to bring him to. And then slowly but surely, my visits went from once a week for like a month. Then they went to every 2 weeks for about 2 months. And she was bringing him there. And then it got switched again, of course, because of dirty judges. Judge Brackett, Judge Champion in Shelby, North Carolina. Then my visits went to every other week, but then the first visit she brought him, and the second visit I was supposed to go to New Bern, North Carolina, where she lived. And of course, they had already taken my license from me because this was all a plot to get Amber to do what they wanted to do, because they stole not one inheritance, but 2 inheritances. Along with, they've stolen my identity. They have made a fake death certificate. They forged a brand new will for my mother, Karen Wilson, and signed my name to it. Forged documents. There's another will that they wrote up themselves with a dirty lawyer that they just left my name out of and redrew it. And they've made a fake death certificate of me. They've stolen my identity. They've stolen my birth certificate. They've stolen my son's birth certificate. They've stolen Social Security cards from me. I have multiple homes in my name, as well as multiple vehicles, boats, you name it. But nevertheless, Amber is living in the woods. Because the Freemasons or cultists, Satanists, whatever you want to call them, have been chasing me around, harassing me. The Raleigh police have been, oh my goodness, terrible. There was just 2 sheriff's deputies sitting outside of the Chevet Memorial Park waiting to see Amber, see what they can do. And I've got a picture, I'll post it. But as soon as I took the picture, he drove off, of course. So yeah, this has been quite a crazy ride, but Amber's not giving up because Amber's got the Lord behind her. Y'all say a prayer for me, please, 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 and say a prayer for my son, Austin. He is in an evil, evil home. You guys have a great day.